My man Black. Oh, you want me to say Tariq now?
No, that's my name. Yeah, it's Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? My name is Tariq
Right,
Luke
right.
Montrada. You know what I mean, in real life, but for all intents and purposes, like in the capacity of the roots, I am Black Thought.
Uh, I wanted to ask you a question about lyricism, and I know you get that all the time because you're a real MC. How easy is it for you to just drop a real rhyme and then listen to what's being out here today? Do you feel still responsible to give us what we need? Is that why you still doing it?
I mean, I'm still doing it because this is how I pay my bills. This is my
Yeah.
career. This is my job. I got kids to feed and all that. Um, And yeah, I kind of do it, I mean, at this point in the game, I do it, for them. Like, I'm trying to make music that my 2-year-old daughter could listen to and, walk away having gained something from it, as opposed to, I mean, just as opposed to, something other than that.
Right, 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 right.
So that's what I do. Do I feel like every artist or every entertainer, every basketball player, every boxer
Right.
is obligated to be a role model to the community?
Right.
No, I mean, I don't. But I feel like it's fucked up. I mean, it's messed up that we have to turn to our entertainers to be more than that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right, right.
Like a leader is a leader, an entertainer is an entertainer. I
Right.
feel like the obligation kind of changes. Well, it changed within me. You know what I'm saying? When I started having young, impressionable babies. You know what I mean? It's like I want to make music that I don't mind them listening to, so they know what it is that I do.
Right. But
So
even before that, real MCs still had mind control of the mic.
right.
So it's like the culture of hip hop that I grew up in, we were all about dissing whackness. It wasn't
Yeah.
like now it's turned into like what they say hating. Like if
Yeah.
an MC get on the stage and eat garbage, people be like, no, y'all hating on the brother. Instead of the old school days of, yo, this cat is whack.
It's like people nowadays don't want to hear anything. I mean, anything they hear, they kind of want it in. You have to give it to them in moderation, or it's just going to automatically be blocked out. They're going to shut down and be numb to it. You know what I mean?
No, I think that's
No matter what you talking about. If you talking about lyricism and people being whack and that not being cool, if you wear that on your sleeve, then you one of those dudes who rap about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's not really cool. You know what I'm saying? Unless you label yourself as one of those dudes who are into that.
Right, right.
So I kind of pride myself, over the years in being one of those artists who's understood how to ride the fence and, like make the message that I have digestible and understandable and make apples applesauce and not, turn my audience or not turn my my prospective audience off. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to trick you into being educated with my shit. I want you to just think that it was just something fly that I said and it's fresh and he's dope. And then, maybe a couple weeks later, a couple months later, you reanalyze it and realize the point that I was trying to make. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, you kind of feel like special, you know what I'm saying? Like you on the inside of something looking out, like, everybody don't even know that this is what exactly. Like that's how I kind of try to give you my medicine with like a spoonful of sugar.
Right, right. Now you've been able to get a different kind of respect than other MCs when it comes to the whole package because of the music part. Like a lot of MCs, it's like we get respect for DJing, but then all of a sudden they went straight to that, and then they went to the CD. You were able to have the DJ, you had beatboxers, and you had live instruments, which has been able to get you a whole different kind of respect. Tonight you performing with a band playing with you, and I'm sure they appreciate being able to do that with you. How does that vibe stand out when you know that you got people that's feeling the music when you get on stage?
I mean, it makes it that more, exhilarating to do a performance. If you feel like there's a demand for it, you know what I mean, the people open for you, yeah, it makes you want to do it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain it, but it definitely brings something different out of you as an artist on stage, knowing that, yeah, like people want to hear what it is that you're saying.
Right, right.
That's like one less obstacle. It's different when you're going out and you feel like you have to win somebody over. And I can't explain what that difference is, but it's just like they're like polar opposites, you know what I mean?
Right, right. Now playing with a band, I know you probably might be humble enough not to feel like that, but you have to be a dope MC to roll with a band because you got all these instruments that are exciting the crowd. Your lyrics have to stand out, and you've been able to do that time and time again.
Yeah, you just got to be that much more tough and you know what I mean, sharp. If I mean, well, at least when we came out, you know what I'm saying, we came out 90, 93, 94. Which when the whole live instrumentation thing was new. I mean, Stetson Sonic had done it. I had seen other artists like Kid and Play and Queen Latifah on stage with like a live drummer, but I mean, for the most part, it wasn't anyone. You know what I'm saying? You might see a rapper working with a band saying this is a band that I'm using today, but nobody was coming out saying we're a group, we're a squad, we're a band. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was a gift and a curse. Like earlier on, it was more of a curse, and now it's a gift. It's our saving grace, and it's why I'm still here. 17, 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Still, doing what it is that I do.
What do you have to say to young cats that want to be MCs? What kind of advice do you have to give them about their writing?
I mean, about your writing. I mean, just be original. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be your own man. You know what I'm saying? Take it how you want to take it. But that was a Ghostface quote for y'all. I don't even know y'all even know that. But yeah. I mean, I just just like I told these other cats. I mean, if you feel like what it is that you got is hot and it's marketable and is worthy of being put out, then don't settle for just putting, signing over the ownership of your material and signing over your publishing and, to these major labels and letting them, own your music and put it out and for them to, like make the money off of it.
Now, this is the last thing. When hip hop started, a lot of females weren't really participating.
Yeah.
They was still going to like the dance clubs, because they wear the outfits and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now people have mixed the dance club with hip hop, to whereas that now people are trying to make dance club records,
right,
to catch up with the females.
Yeah.
Do you think we were more creative before the females got into it? Because now they trying to diss us and say...
Nah, I mean, it has nothing... No. It has...
Females buy those records.
I mean, I don't think it has, anything to do with females. It's just a different... Yeah, I mean, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Yeah, you 35, I'm 35. We 2-3 generations away from 17 to 18-year-old kids that's, hip-hopping now. The same way when we was coming out, when we was doing what it is that we wanted to do in the early 90s, those cats from the 80s was like, they was just looking at it some kind of way. It's something, new and different. You can't, dismiss it because it's new and different. It's just different. They got a different value system. They got different things that are important to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just about remaining, relevant and, just remaining steadfast and not changing what it is, that you got to say. So my message has kind of remained the same, but I mean, I know and fully understand that, the game has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, since I came out, I feel like this is the third generation, of artists since, my generation. So, I mean, things are going to change. With the generations, you know what I'm saying? When generations pass in anything, like, it's going to change. Fashion, art, music, literature, anything, just over time changes. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. And, the sooner that, a lot of us old heads, a lot of us 35-year-old people who are still in the hip-hop, get that through our skulls, then, the better off we'll be, I make music mainly for a certain demographic of people, which is, you and people who are my age. But at the same time, I want to be accepted and respected by, people who are, who I could be their pop. You know what I mean? So that's like the fence that we ride and the rope that we walk. And that's what, that's the everyday struggle for myself as an artist and for my band, The Roots.
That was hard to tell.
All right. That's good. Man. Thank you.
Hey, I just want to shout out real quick to J Millah, Loud and Clear.
Yeah, this is Black Thought, MC from The Roots. You checking out my man J Millah's Loud and Clear.